My name's Jeff Frantz. I'm with Tax Title Services. Actually been full-time with them for a week and a half. But I've been in the industry for going on 8 years now. I know Tom and I, when he started with GFI, we were on the phone and we were kind of ramping up at the same time. Worked for the largest tax lien servicer in the US. They currently have over $1 billion under management in tax liens, which is pretty substantial. And I managed all of the foreclosures and REO for all the tax liens, tax deeds that they serviced. Tax Title Services was actually a client of ours, so I know their product well and how good it was for us. And I'll talk about a few of the advantages that Tax Title Services gives to the industry and why we've been around for 15 years. First, I wanted to thank, though, Tom and Nick and Steven. These are great. Thanks for the invite. Good show. Can't wait for the next one. We'll be coming out to hopefully every single one here going forward. A little bit about Tax Title Services. We are celebrating 15 years in the industry, and there's not too many funds or servicers out there that can actually say that. So they've been doing this specific task for many years, and it's truly a unique product in the industry. We can do our certification process in about 30 states, and these are traditionally the states that go through a statutory process where it's not a judicial foreclosure. And that's where we go. And we're also a member of the National Tax Lien Association and have been for a number of years. Colorado, for those of you that are new to tax lien investing, you don't see very much REO in Colorado. It's a long redemption period of 3 years, good real estate market, as everybody knows, and most of the liens pay off within the 3 years. But you see them occasionally. I've serviced a couple of them in my past years. But in other states, you see a tremendous number of REO properties going to deed. Indiana, South Carolina, New Jersey, and we'll service in all of those as well. Again, if you're new and don't understand the process, what happens in Colorado specifically, after the 3-year period, if it hasn't been paid off, it turns into what's called a treasurer's deed. And the treasurer's deed is unique in the sense that since you don't go through a judicial foreclosure process, you actually can't sell a property with title insurance. There's a legal process. I'll switch this over here. There's a legal process called a quiet title action that you can go through, which will actually clear the deed and allow you to sell the property just like any other property with title insurance. But from day one, once you get the treasury deed, you cannot sell it with title insurance. You can sell it via quick claim, but you're not going to get about 20, 30 cents on the dollar for that quick claim if you can sell it at all. You can't get financing on the property. You can't refinance it. You can't sell it to somebody that wants to get financing for the property. You're pretty much stuck with it. When you do and you have the ability to get title insurance, obviously it sharply increases the marketability and value of the property. A traditional quiet title action is a legal action. So let's say I get a tax deed or a treasurer's deed from a state. I go call up an attorney and say, hey, I need to clear this title. I can't sell it because no title company is going to insure this product. They say, Jeff, okay, we love your business. I charge $250 per hour plus fees. I'll even charge you for my photocopying costs and phone calls. And we start the process. And they actually file it with a court. They notice everybody that's on title and anybody that may have an interest in the property. And 6 months, 9 months, a year later, and $4,000 or $6,000 later, you'll get a quiet title judgment and you can sell the property. What we do at Tax Title Services, we actually manually underwrite the county's tax deed foreclosure process. So we go through, we order the tax file from the county, take a look at it. We order our own title, take a look at it, and we confirm that the county did everything right per statutes so that nobody could make a claim on this property. Since we've been doing this for 15 years, we've had long-term relationships with title companies, national title companies, with our underwriting process. After about 30, 45, 60 days, depending on the state, we can come back and tell the title company that we've certified this property and you can go ahead and issue a title policy. Typically, it takes about 45 days. We tell everybody 45 to 60 days. That could be more or less, and you can actually do a rush order for our service, and in about 30 days we can complete the process. At the end of this process, you are issued a certificate. We also send a certificate to the title company. And if you have the property under market and sold, that next day you could go in and you can actually sell the property with title insurance. So less than 2 months, you've got clear title. You didn't have to go through the whole legal process, didn't have to pay your attorney $200-300 an hour, and you sell it just like you would any other property. Average cost is less than $2,000 for this process, and hopefully when this is released, we're actually going to go to a flat fee pricing process. We'll announce that here in the next week or two. Used to be that we charge a fee plus we'd tack on costs. We're going to have one price so you know exactly what your costs are when you go for a title certificate process. And we'll put that on our website hopefully by next Friday or the following Friday.
How much more is a rush?
$400. So figure less than $2,000. If you need to get it right away, it'll be $400, less than 30 days. So that goes, we order title right away, we get the tax package from the county, and we begin our underwriting from day one. The only thing in some counties, and not necessarily in Colorado, but Nevada, it takes a while to get the tax package from the county, so that could slow things up. We typically ask in Nevada for our client to go ahead and get that for us, and we'll start the process, and that 30 days starts from there. So, again, being new to the company, I've been a big believer in it. It's helped us out quite a bit. I consider it one of the secrets in the industry that this is this easy, and everybody tends to just default to the attorney. But really, it works, and I think you'll see in the next year or two, we streamline the process, and everybody will be using this. That's it. Anybody have questions on the process or?
So is this good in almost all the states?
In about 30 states, but primarily it's the states where you go through the statutory foreclosure process. Florida's a good example. The county does all the noticing, and you don't have to go through an attorney, so there's not a final judgment, not like a traditional foreclosure. So in all of those states, that's where this works out the best. What we can do, one new state that we have is New Jersey, where they actually go through a traditional foreclosure process. But what happens in New Jersey, there's a year wait period after the foreclosure is complete, and we can reduce that period of time. It's in a sense a redemption period. We can reduce that period of time so you can sell it that much quicker with title insurance. But it's fairly atypical for what we do.
So are you kind of regulated by the insurance commissions in each of the states?
We're not. We're not a title company, and we're not a title insurance product at all. All we do is provide certification that allows the underwriter of the title company to say, we feel comfortable with this, and then they should issue the policy.
It might be helpful if you speak to the kind of the origin of tax title services to help us understand kind of why you're able to get this stamp of approval, especially for probably the largest one as well now.
Yeah, absolutely. So 15 years ago, our founder, Dave Schumacher, was working in the title industry and just saw this need. He saw all these properties coming forward that they couldn't necessarily insure or took a lot of underwriting to insure. So, brilliant idea. Why don't we separate this process and create a certification process where the title company is comfortable selling these? And that's exactly what he did. Started small in a couple states and has since expanded to where we're at right now. We're doing, I think we've done 80,000 properties in 15 years. It's been a large volume of properties that this process has gone through. And literally we've had one overturn of all those 80,000, and that was one of those kind of agreed upon situations where both parties agreed that there was a mistake made by the county.
I've actually used you guys quite a few times, and I'm going through a couple of properties right now, and I was wondering if you guys were going to stretch out and use different title companies, because I think right now in Colorado, I think there's only one title company.
Westcor, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what we're trying to do every day, is to expand the number of title companies. We don't do that much business in Colorado. Most of our business is down in Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. But we recognize that it's definitely, you want another title company over here, something more local.
I think I have another 5 properties to run through that are just in Colorado for you guys, but yeah, I vouch for you.
All right,
Good job.
appreciate it.
The only thing is that I wish, wish I would go down and get the title or the tax file from the county. I think that would probably put things.
And you can.
Yeah.
In fact, it would. So
From now on, I'll do that.
absolutely, just grab it and makes it that much quicker.
Bruce a few times.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I didn't hire you, right? Bob didn't call you.
You're gonna discount my stuff.
Absolutely. Any other questions?
Yeah, how much for that rush again?
400. And I'll send everybody the new pricing schedule as soon as we officially release it. All right. Thanks.